Hmm.
The bill of material. We are just in the bill of material.
Correct.
Okay.
I was just wondering if suppose we are having production versions also, right? So maybe routing is common, but what about BOM if it is multiple is available, and then it would be so complex. Like
Yeah,
that
that's.
guy,
Mhm.
yeah,
Yeah. Please go on. Please go on.
no, that guy, maybe say bomb five bombs are there,
Mhm.
and then production version also he has to check. Then based on that, everything would change. Then
True. 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 So that is where we have to think. Okay. We have to understand. Now, we have discussed so much today on the bomb, on this product that they have many components. Sometimes when you do an implementation project, you might not get the requirement clearly from the business, or you might not understand what their ask is. Then it will be very.
yeah.
So these 2 or 3 initial classes are very important, you know, to understand uh, how in how many different ways we can do. We need to, the only thing as a consultant is we need to think how best we can give the system to the business. Okay.
I'll tell you one story. Like there was one initial my project was some steel making plant. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so there was like it was a government organization. So there were around 20 people who were telling me about the manufacturing process, and
Mm-hmm.
it was my first project. So I was like, "What are your raw materials?" I was asking them directly.
Mm-hmm.
Then they were like, "What raw material is she talking about?" Then I understood that if I went through some videos like how steel is manufactured, I understood that instead of raw material, I should use the word iron fines like
Right,
that.
right, right.
Okay, iron fines or something like that. So that like communication, right? They have to also understand what I'm speaking about. I cannot use SAP terminology there.
Ah,
So yeah, so that was a very good learning experience for me. So yeah, I understand. And there was no respect initially. Like first 3 days, they were just mocking at me. Okay, then I actually learned that steel process, what they are trying to tell me, and then I went there and I started using their jargons, like their terminology, and then they started calling me Ashwati G.
yeah.
That was the difference. Like in that 2 weeks period, they actually made me cry also, but in the end, it was like a happy ending.
Yeah. So actually, true, true. As a consultant, we are from, IT. They are
And
business.
I'm from electronics background. I'm an electronics engineer. So I had no clue what is happening in mechanical side or the
Okay.
production engineering side. I had no clue. But
Right.
now with technology, like everything is available in YouTube. So I just went and I saw so too many videos, 2, 3 videos of that. And it was very helpful actually. So whenever I am assigned to a new project, I'll go and, study about that industry, like anything, like what the terminology is. So like for example, semiconductor industry also I've worked with. So that was very quick. I could quickly understand because I know from MOSFETs to BJT what they're using, what kind of silicon wafers they're working on. So it was very easy for me. But when it comes to like that, what I'm trying to say is like industry wise, we should think it's like a story from a raw material to finished product. How things are there that we should understand rather than, I mean, these concepts help us, but in the practical sense or at the workplace, I think business understanding, how better you understand the business, that's how you become a better consultant.
Definitely, definitely. So whenever we are assigned to a project, we need to first, Google and see what they're doing, what they're manufacturing, what
Product lines, different
kind
product
of
lines, what maybe
raw
sometimes even their history also, like what made them do this or what made them do that. That also helps sometimes.
Correct, correct. So
Like
we need
I
to.
had, yeah,
Mhm.
I was talking about that semiconductor industry. They had the product line, the names of the product line were like the founder's name. The
Mhm.
plant's name were given on the basis of founder's name. And there was this situation where they were asking us, how should we name their materials, naming convention. That also they were asking us only.
Right, right.
Business
So
was
yeah,
asking us. So that was helpful. Like,
right, right, right. So yeah, so we need to talk in their language to make them feel comfortable.
Comfortable, yes.
So our role is, a consultant role, which means, we need to take care of the system. We need to talk to them. We need to get the information from them as much as possible, so that we can configure the system good. So understanding is the key because, they are the production team. They will have their own headaches on the shop floor.
And they
So
were very rude. Generally, the people are very rude.
yeah, it's not, it's
I
not
and
always
that
this.
ma'am, she used to tell me, Ashwati, if you speak so softly and very politely, they might get confused or they might get angry also sometimes. So it was a very big learning chapter for me. Like,
No, no,
yeah.
it's not always the same. Europeans are very friendly.
No, I'm talking about Indian
Mhm.
companies.
No, no,
Europeans are
that's,
very friendly. Europeans actually they pronounce my name also properly. That
yeah,
is that is the like
yeah,
they make me comfortable there rather than me making them comfortable. Like
yeah,
that is their approach.
right. So
But I've never worked with European people till now.
okay,
My counterparts were Europeans, but business side they were always Americans or Indians like that.
yeah, they're actually, yeah, except Indians, the others, like even Africa. I work for,
And you won't believe, like meetings also, they would expect me to come 10 minutes before the meeting. Generally in IT, we join at the same time, right? Or maybe 1 minute ahead.
yeah,
But they expected me, the people would start pinging me or messaging on WhatsApp, like, please join the meeting.
yeah, some in Indian,
And because what, why is that? Because they'll assemble in this meeting room and they'll
mhm.
be served tea. So some small talks or whatever they had some previous session, any doubts are there, they can ask me or that way, just to get everybody on the same page. They used to do that.
True. So we need to be very strong. Okay. We need to, from day one, we need to be, yeah, it again depends on the client. It's not always the same with, even the Indian clients also. But yeah,
Mm.
it's all our good time or, when it's good
But
time, we get a good
it
customer.
made me learn a lot because that was my first project and Indian people and government organization. So it
Okay.
made me like I had to maybe even
Very,
I used to entire time everything was just steel industry in my mind. Okay, for those 2 weeks, but
yeah.
actually I learned a lot. Like what I couldn't learn in this big companies, I learned in 6 months in that small company.
Yeah, that's always, we'll have that advantage where you will be the only person where you need to do end to end in the small
Hmm.
organizations. Where if you go to a big organization, you will, your work will be, I mean, the project will be divided, even the module will be divided into sub groups, and you will be assigned only one portion of that. It's not because of they have more money and they are adding people, but to have a good quality, right? If you're only working on documentation, you'll keep all your focus on documentation. If you're working on, business requirement gathering, preparing the document, talking to the business,
Actually, that makes
configuring.
us less incompetent. Like, actually, if you're going, like, if you're staying in the same company, it's fine. But if you're moving out, then you face that issue. Like,
True,
okay,
true, true, true.
somebody from other company might be more capable. And see, like, professionalism is okay, but when it comes to hiring people, it's like a lot of competition is there. So
True.
even you can be laid off. I have seen people they have a lot of knowledge but only because of their attitude or because of their less grasping power or like it all depends on your attitude actually. They were
Yeah,
laid off. They were laid off even though they were like were earning 3 times more than me or they had knowledge 3 times more than me. I've seen people getting laid off like that.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So first, definitely you need to work with the small organizations, then go to a big one. Uh, you'll learn a lot. Yeah. So fine. Let's do this. So yeah, coming back to this topic,
Yeah.
on this one. So this is about, how we discuss and get the, we need to project our plan. Okay. So okay, this is the plan. This is what I've understood. So you need to, you know, what they have explained, you need to reconvey the same. Okay,
Yeah.
my understanding correct or not? Because they say something, you understand something, you configure something, and they last there.
Hmm.
This is not what we discussed. Okay, so you need to communicate more, get, get this all in an email to, and then document this, get the sign off from them. Not for all bill of materials. Okay, I'm not saying the master data sign off, but the process. Okay, so
Hmm.
then yeah, this is how we work on the bill of materials. Then what is it?
Yes.
So here you have the main processing unit to okay, uh, okay, work center. So what is work center? Work center is a, where,
Machine labor,
yeah, machine
group of
labor, where
labor.
you do assembly of your engine, assembly of your doors, assembly of the chassis, getting the car paint. So paint is a machine, assembly is a machine, door assembly is another machine, engine assembly is one machine. So work centers are majorly machines. Okay. So what is a resource? What is the difference? So here, this is also a machine, but this is a processing unit. This is not an,
Yeah.
okay. So resource is a processing unit. This is used for process industry only.
Hmm.
The main difference is the usage. Okay. So
Correct.
you will have similar screens. I can show you, just look and feel. Okay, let's go here. As I told you, we need to enter some code or a transactional, a transaction code to see the uh, data. So here CR02, I'll just keep this to the transaction mode. So here to create, now I'm in
How
the,
did you change that transaction thing? Like how
uh,
to
ju-
change?
just click here, the arrow
Uh-huh.
mark.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. Select that. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
select
Understood.
whatever you want.
Okay. 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 Understood.
So here now I'm this page. I want to close this and go to create page. So slash and CR01. So now I'm in create page.
Yeah.
So let me just tell you. Okay. So there's already one work center that is already created called assemble. So here we'll have various data. Everything is important. So you see here, this is a machine. What is a work center
Hmm.
category? It's a machine.
Machine.
So we have setup time, machine time, labor time. Okay.
Hmm.
Because this is a machine, right? So how much
There
time?
was one question. There was
Mhm.
one question.
Mhm.
Like my current like capacity planning. If it's not necessary, everybody follow capacity planning. But
Mhm.
how do we manage capacity planning without capacity planning? So this is the answer, I guess, right? Setup, machine, labor. These timings we maintain, right? I think it's in routing.
Yeah, yeah, correct.
Yeah.
It's in routing. So yeah. So here we will give what are required for this assembly. Sorry, the work center. So we have different tabs. Once we are into the main session, we will discuss very, very important things. All these are okay. Till
Can
costing.
you tell me, like, when we are showing it to the client,
Mhm.
suppose we are discussing about work center. So, what all main points should I show, highlight? Like, okay, this is the values I'm maintaining.
No, you
That
don't.
is very helpful, actually.
Yeah. So coming to showing this to the business, first we need to discuss. Okay, how we discuss
Hmm.
when we have uh, discussions. We'll say, okay, in SAP we have work center. Then they'll understand. Okay, it's a production line. Okay,
Hmm.
they'll start saying, okay, um, we have so many work centers. We have one category of one work center. Second category is, let's say, one category is door assembly, 5 machines. Second category is painting, 3 machines. So
Yeah.
first you do the discussion, then you decide. Okay, okay. Then you say, okay, you need to have all these fields ready. Okay. So if you are
Hmm.
discussing a work center today, You'll not show this. Okay, you'll not go to SAP. You'll not.
No, actually, I was not talking exactly to the business. I'm talking about the business IT team. They already know SAP, right? So,
Yeah, even
yeah,
though they know SAP,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
even though they know SAP, because we
Mm-hmm.
are on which stage? The discussion stage. Okay,
Yes.
discussion stage. We are not touching the system yet. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we are not touching the system yet. We are still in the discussion stage.
Explore, explore.
Yeah. We are still in the
Explore stage.
explore stage. We are not touching the system yet.
Yeah. Okay, understood.
We need to say, okay, you're saying that you have 10 work centers, and there you have 20 work centers, and here you have 30 work centers. How many people manage? Then they'll say, okay, the first 10 will be managed by one, the second 10
Mm-hmm.
will be managed by two. Then you
Mm-hmm.
need to say, okay, so you have a person responsible for first 10, and then the second person responsible. So you'll create this, you'll document this in your blueprint, or
Blueprint.
okay.
Notes. Yeah.
Yeah. So then they'll say, okay, I have what are the different types of activities that you do? I say, we have set up. We want to see the setup time. We want to see the machine time. We want to see the labor time. We want to see the indirect labor time. So they'll say all these things. I want to see this. I want to see this. I want to see this. You need to, you know, you need to discuss when it comes to routing. You need to ask. See, at the time of work center, you may not discuss the setup group. I mean, the setup value key or the parameters. But at the time of routing, you'll discuss. Okay. So in when routing is nothing but your bill of material, assigning your bill of material to the work center. So they'll say, okay, to have this product ready, I want a resource. I want a work center where I will be spending 5 hours to manufacture, and I need 3 hours of labor, and once that is done, to start the next product, I have to clean the machine or do some setup activity, change something. For that, I need 1 hour. Then you will, hello, there.
Yeah, I'm listening,
Okay.
listening.
Yeah. So then you need to uh, say that, okay, you want three different categories where you want to see in the routing, you want to maintain the values. That is your setup time, machine time, labor time. You'll have a discussion. Then they'll say, no, 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 I want one more. We have, first they'll say yes. They might say, oh, yes, I need only three. Then tomorrow they'll come again and say, okay, yes, I need to see direct labor and indirect labor, not labor, because you're using two labors. Then you'll change your document to direct labor and indirect labor. You
Hmm.
there, but your action point is here,
Hmm.
right? So when you're discussing something, you need to, have this discussion in play. I mean, you need to know the fields. Okay, today these fields, because I'm in work center, I need to discuss on these fields,
Hmm.
not
But
this.
what I said was right, right? Every company doesn't need to especially specifically use capacity planning or
No,
something like that.
no, no.
What I said was correct, or was I wrong? Because they didn't mention, they didn't say anything. I was not selected also. So I understood I did a mistake.
So it's not, if you don't use a capacity planning. Okay, if you want to see the capacity, you have an option. Okay, we are out of top. We are going out of topic, but yeah, no, no problem. It's okay. So you have a capacity here in your COIS.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, you can see it here. So fine. See, sometimes some people may ask questions to
No, he
confuse.
was very rude. He asked me about capacity planning. I said I don't have much exposure to capacity planning, and because it's not mandatory. Like that, casually I told him that offended him. I think. So he was
Yes.
like, "What if capacity planning is not there? What will you do?" Like that. Okay. So I got scared also. Like how in this, and there were other people also like from his team. It was not like one on one. It was like other people were also there. So I also I actually got not offended. I was like taken aback. Like, how can someone speak like that? And it's an internal meeting, not like I'm going for another company. It's my own people, my own team, my own colleagues.
Okay, okay,
So
okay.
it was like I was not sure whether I said something wrong or I had no idea.
Yeah. So True. Even though it is internal one, so when we are not confident or when we don't know, you just simply say, okay, I don't know. If
I think that fact irritated him, I guess, because
yeah,
but I was pretty sure that it's not a mandating thing like capacity planning. Some place I have seen places where they're not using it specifically.
true. So
Yeah.
it's not mandatory, but yeah, whenever in IT, again, main important thing is, okay, you're placed in some organization and someone asks what is this. If you know, you tell. If you don't, you just say, I'll get back to you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
No, this was a interview time. So
No,
like
just
every
just
client we have interviews before inducting or before allocating that project. We'll have interviews.
no, just no
So
problem. Just tell
that's
that,
yeah. Mhm.
I need to check and get back on this.
Yeah.
That will be much more good rather than giving a wrong answer.
Okay.
Yeah. So fine. Uh, let's get back. So resource or work center are the same. That is the machine that we are going to create uh, for the production purpose. Okay.
Hmm.
What is routing? Routing is nothing but, now I say I need to do the manufacturing of chassis. So chassis manufacturing, I need a assembly machine one with the chassis components. Then I'll start my manufacturing. So routing
Hmm.
is nothing but combining the bill
Hmm.
of material and work center.
No, actually, it is. I mean, I don't know, but what I've heard is like it's like the sequence of operations which we do in order to
Right.
convert that, in order
Right.
to get that particular good product.
Right. That is nothing but combining your bill of material and
Combining,
what.
and
So
also like there would be, suppose we are making milkshake, okay,
hmm,
so milkshake bill of material will tell me, okay, you need to add ice, fruit, milk,
correct,
sugar,
correct,
resource and mix, so resource would be your mixie, okay,
right,
but master routing would tell you, okay, first add fruit, cut the fruit, add it, and
right,
those operation sequence of operation is told by routing.
right, definitely. So
Yeah.
now I've created 10 work centers.
Mm-hmm.
I have bill of material. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So how do I define my routing? So
Yeah.
business will give you the sequence. They'll say, okay, out of 10 work centers, for routing is nothing but we create bill of material for a material, routing for a material, right? For
Mm-hmm.
FG, for FG and SFG,
Mm-hmm.
for FG, I'll create a bomb, I create a routing. For SFG, I
Okay.
create a bomb, I create a routing. So
Mm-hmm.
if I have this, sorry, SFG, I've created bomb for Polo. Let's say this is the Polo car. And for this car, I have three SFGs. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And work centers, I've created 10 work centers. Now routing, I'll say, okay, step one is nothing but your operation one. Go to work
Yeah.
one and take the bill of material one, which is chassis. Second
Mm.
step is use work center two, okay, and go to the door assembly. Step
Mm.
number three is go to, you know,
Engine assembly.
engine assembly. So you will have the routing is the combination of your bill of material and work center.
Correct.
Okay. So here, here also the same. Okay. So if you are in master recipe, this is the same. Again, combination of your bomb and resource. Okay. Sequence of steps. First operation. Go to this SFG 2 assembly. Take the containers. SFG 1, 5 grams. Fill it. If it is an FG, okay, take the outer package and the container, uh, packet, right? So even this is a sequence of operations where we combine the bomb and resource. We'll discuss in detail. There are many options, not only in master recipe, even in routing, there are many options. We'll discuss when we are
Okay.
in master recipe session. Okay. So you might know the sub assemblies, sub items, phases. So we have
Phantom assembly.
we have many things to discuss. We'll discuss. So production version. Okay. So what is a production version?
Hmm.
So production version is you have this, let's say this is the combination of your routing. Okay.
Bill of material.
Yeah. Yeah. So production version is now mandatory in your S4HANA.
S4. Hmm.
Even though we have only one production version, it's mandatory. So this
That
is
is also an interview question.
right, right.
Why is
That's
it
what I'm
mandatory?
going to. So this is an interview question. They'll ask, okay, what are the changes? So you can tell this as one of the thing that production version is mandatory. Okay.
Hmm.
So what is a production version?
Hmm.
So we can have a multiple ways to create uh, the bomb. I mean, we can have multiple ways to create a product. Not always
Correct.
you use the same work center with same bill of material. You can have
Hmm.
multiple combinations. Okay.
Correct.
So I'll show you how that is maintained. Okay. So
Okay.
in interview, they will ask, okay, I have only one way to create the product or produce the product. Do I need to maintain the production version even in S4HANA? You'll say yes.
Yes.
Even it is one version, you need to create a production version. So system will allow you to create a order. In
Hmm.
EC, it's not like that. If you have one version, no problem. You can continue with creation of order. You don't need to go and create production version for only one kind of
You're talking about ECC.
yeah. In ECC, you don't need to create a production version.
Okay.
Even if you
I mean,
have
it's
one,
not compulsory to create.
yes, yes. If you have only one production
Mm-hmm.
version, okay,
Mm-hmm.
you don't need to create in ECC.
ECC. Okay. Okay.
But in S4 HANA, even though you have one production version, you need to create that one. You need
Okay. Okay.
to define that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, so yeah, these are the master data. So what are the codes? Okay. So the transaction codes you need to enter. One,
CS01 and
so CS01,
okay.
CR,
CR01. This is
CRC1,
CR01.
C,
CA01.
C201,
T20. Oh my God. Okay.
C223, C223.
But this
So
production version, generally people do it from MM02 only, right? Like that
four.
अपना वो that last one, what is it? MRP4.
MRP4. Sorry, yeah,
हाँ,
MRP4. Yeah, yeah. CS. If you have 10,000 materials, what you'll do?
yeah, yeah. This is 2 to 3 is for mass production over, like mass
Yes,
production version creation.
yes,
Two to
yes,
three.
yes.
Okay, okay, okay. I have seen it, but I was not sure. Okay.
So, yeah,
Oh.
um, you have all, you know, usually one will be always create, two, ending with two will be change and
Modify and
display.
display.
So we don't have anything to, for the production version, but routing is also same. Okay.
Same. हाँ.
It says 0203. Okay.
Yeah.
Similarly for this and this. Okay. So everything has create, change, and display. Let's see the
Hmm.
test. Okay.
Could
You'll
you
get,
forward me that Excel sheet? Is it okay? Like,
yeah, no problem. I'll do.
okay, because every time going through the video, it's difficult. So
Oh, okay. No problem. So see here, CS01, create bomb, /n. I want to kill this page, open only new page, CS02.
okay.
See, change bomb, CS03, display bomb.
Mm-hmm.
Now I want to see the work center CR0. Now I'll say CR01.
Okay.
make an
No, it
entry
won't work. Yeah, it won't work. Yeah.
slash n CRZ, right? So you need to, if you are in a page, if you are in another transaction, if you want to open a new transaction, either you have to go to the home screen or kill the page
Yeah.
and, right? So now
Mm.
you see here the,
Can we click
yes,
on something and home screen would appear? That is there, right? Some place. Where is it?
sorry,
I mean, is there that left hand side extreme corner that if we click on that, can you, I'm sorry, can we get the, because in public cloud it was there. There was a
okay,
symbol like SAP, okay. So if you click on that, that main screen will appear where all the Fiori apps are available.
no, here you don't
It's
have
not
that.
there, no? Okay, okay, okay.
So either you can go here, click a new GI window or click here for new GI window. Okay, here you have, right, new
Yeah,
GI.
yeah, yeah.
But usually as a consultants, we will, either kill the page with slash n or
Yeah,
slash o,
sure.
and use the page and go to the page. Yeah. So, yeah, okay. So you see here CRC3. So these are all transaction codes. You can display. So just, okay. See here. So click, you need to enter one transaction code that will take you to the um, transaction. So,
Correct.
yeah. So this is about the PP master.
Master data. Hmm.
But tomorrow we will create, we will start from the materials, okay, because
Okay.
this is the base, okay.
Hmm.
Again, practice is very important,
Must.
uh,
Yeah.
know that. So practice is very important.
So I just want to understand, like the GUI, etc. You guys would be providing, or how is it like?
Yes,
Because I
we,
don't have the access to SAP
yes,
right now currently.
yes, we'll
Okay.
be
Okay.
providing the GUI details. You can practice. That's the, that's the same system. Okay, you can practice whatever we discuss, because from next class we will be starting to create the materials. So material master, see, you need to be very thorough on the material master. We have again these different segments, are like, in material master, it's a combination of SD, PP,
All modules should be there. Yeah.
all modules will be there. So you need to concentrate more on the PPNQM part and just
Mhm.
have a basic knowledge on other,
Yeah. Other modules also.
the
Yeah.
other
Other page
modules,
views.
right? So
Mhm.
that we'll discuss in tomorrow's, I mean, not tomorrow, I think
Yeah. Tomorrow. Ah, sorry. Monday.
Monday. Yeah. Okay. So on the
Okay.
details and all, I think someone will reach out to you from Uniki. Okay.
Yeah. For me, it is Prasad generally.
Prasad. Yeah, yeah. So Prasad. Yeah. Okay. So I think we can wind up.
I'll
Question.
give you my 1 second. Let me. Where is the chat one? Chat window. Okay. Oh, where is the chat window? That we don't have this. Chat is not there. I wanted to give you my email ID so that you can provide me this Excel sheet.
Yeah, Prasad will give you this. I'll forward it to Prasad. He'll
Okay,
contact.
okay, okay, okay.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
So yeah, fine. So that's it. Today, do you have
Okay.
any questions? Do you have any questions on that? Whatever we discussed today or yesterday?
Oh, I don't. I generally ask the questions then and there. So
No problem. No problem. Yeah, feel free
okay.
to ask questions. Yeah, the more questions you ask, you will be, you need to have a good understanding, zero confusion. You need to proceed to the next class with, uh, clear understanding of what we have discussed today. Then only
Yeah.
it will
So
be all clear, and you'll feel good on. Uh,
the next day, yeah.
so don't feel, don't hesitate to ask questions. You know,
Mhm. That is there. Client also sometimes tells me that, oh, this girl asked so many questions. They're happy about that actually. So
yeah, no problem. If you are not clear on anything, we need to get a clarity uh, on that. So happens. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So if you
Thank
don't have
you
any questions, we'll wind up for today. Have a
today. Yeah, yeah.
great rest of the day
Okay.
and good weekend ahead. Bye.
Chalo. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.